healthcare industry, oil and gas, food and nutrition, lifestyle, finance, telecom, HR. So different industries I worked with. And coming to the automations, in my experience, I worked with different automations like very basic automation like Excel, PDF, web, basic applications, desktop applications, and I have integrated with different ERP applications like SAP, Oracle, mainframes, different integrated with different ticketing tools like ServiceNow, Remedy Force. So multiple experiences. Even I do have experience on this document understanding, on this latest innovation concept like agents, Maestro, and UiPath IXP. Recently, I have given a workshop on UiPath IXP in As Technologies in December 2025. Along with that, I worked on UiPath apps. I worked on UiPath Data Fabric. I worked on your path test automation. So as a trainer, definitely I should get in touch with and to get some hands-on experience in all innovations on your path. Then only we can able to survive in the market. And if any candidate asked me any question, I should be in such a position to respond them, right? That's where getting me much interest in learning, each and every new innovative concept from your path. So that's all about my introduction journey. So now here, more than 40 plus members joined in the demo session. Thank you so much again, everyone. Warm welcome. So here, can you help me? How many of you are looking for jobs here? Can you please raise your hands? Just want to know how many are you looking for job change, or how many of you want to kickstart your careers? Okay. Maheshwari, Aditi, only two. Srinivas, great. Jayant, Jayvant, Shivaji. Okay. So anybody have already having knowledge on UiPath, RPA? Please unmute and respond. What is RPA, guys? Why everybody is saying RPA agents?
So I think RPA means robotic processing automation.
Hmm. That is full form. But what exactly that RPA is about? What it will do? Why every company is saying about RPA automation?
It is an old technology, right? It is not a new technology, right?
Yeah, it came in 2005 itself, but it became popular from 2018.
Still, the market is open for RPA. It is a bulk requirement going, or maybe
Yes.
less requirement.
Yeah, it's a good question that everybody now in their mind, here go everywhere, recession, many people are losing their jobs and all, right? So so think about it. Whether you should be in such a situation wherein you losing the job, or you should remove the job for another person. Right, definitely our job should always be secure, right? So because of these robots, because of this automation, everywhere nowadays cost cutting is going on. So how the people are losing their jobs? Because of these automations only, because of these agents. Every day, every process is becoming more smart and more, like because of these agents, no need to do any human intervention. Like when exactly this UiPath agents or UiPath automation or all RPA tools came into the picture. So in every industry, definitely many people, what they are doing is every day they're just doing simple repetitive tasks. They will just log into the client network. They'll just copy the client input data, maybe in the form of Excel, maybe in the form of PDF, or maybe from SharePoint or OneDrive, any of the form, any of the place, any of the resource, they'll collect some input data and they will process the data on client application. internal application. Finally, they'll prepare some report and they'll send the report again to the customer or to the end user. They're just doing the same task every day. They're not going to develop something new. They're not going to create something new. They just keep on doing the same repetitive tasks. That's how these RPA tools came into the picture. Robotic process automation. What we can do, such kind of repetitive processes, however, how many, whatever we have, we can replace those processes with those human beings with robots. Because nowadays we don't need such kind of human beings. They are just to keep doing the same repetitive tasks every day in their day-to-day life journey. So what we can do, we can replace those human beings with these robots. Previously, we have traditional robots. They are just robots. Like whatever, however you train, it will just work. If you got any new format or new data or new something, it won't work. That's how nowadays we got agents. So what are all these agents, guys? Agents are like very smart. It will, act like as a human being. It will think. It is a self-guided robot. For example, previously traditional robot means what it can do simply, if you give five languages differently, if you give English, it will go and fetch some English comment. If you give Marathi, it will go and fetch some Marathi. If you give Kannada, it will go and fetch something in Kannada. If you give any another language, it cannot give you because you trained only in five languages. If you give any Russian or Turkish and all, it won't work. But now what happened? Now your agent is very smart. Whatever the new language also if you give, it will go on fetch from internet and it will give you the results. Hmm? కట్ క్లాస్ మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను చెప్పు. Okay, so it's a it's a smart agent now. Okay, we have agents now. So with these agents we can connect to those UiPath robots and you can create wonders. So as he mentioned, it's a very old technology only. It came into the market in 2000, 5 itself. But it took more than 12 to 15 plus years for the developers or the inventors, creators who launched these RPA tools into the market. It's a future technology, guys. It's not like, hey Raghu, if we learn this in 45 days, can I get all complete full knowledge on your path? No, it's a keep on self-learning application. Every day, this all RPA tools are keep on coming up with some updates. We need to keep on go with the update. We can keep on, go with the trend, whatever the innovations they are launching, we need to, parallelly precise with those new innovations as well. All right. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible, everyone? Please
Yeah.
confirm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So first of all, what is this RPA? Full form is Robotic Process Automation. So what is robot? What is process? What is automation? So immediately, whenever if somebody say robot means what you will get, I'm going to create some physical robot wherein you see those kind of robots in manufacturing companies or in restaurants or in hospitals, right? But our robot is not a physical robot. It is just a software. It is a piece of code, okay, which we cannot see or which we cannot touch our robot in this RPA. All right, it's just a piece of code. So what is the meaning of a process, guys? Process, process.
Anything that performs the action and gives the result.
Whatever the request we are giving.
Perform actions, request, some steps, business steps, right? You can say rule-based tasks, right? Different things. What is the meaning of automation, guys? Even before this RPA also, we have different automations like already macros are there in Excel. In SAP also automation is there. In testing also Selenium and different automation. But why this RPA automation tools became very much popular, and why other automation tools are not that much popular? Because for this RPA tools, it will work it can automate any application. For macro, there is a limitation. It can automate only that Excel application. For Selenium testing, it can test only that particular web application or whatever you are. It cannot test like anything, any application. But for this RPA, there are no limitations. So automation means nothing but mimicking the user actions. So all this together, what we can say, guys, with the help of these robots, we can automate. We can mimic the user actions. What kind of actions? Some processes, rule based tasks. In companies every day, human beings, consultants, support role people, BPO, BPM, KPO, customer representatives. So they are all keep on just doing the simple repetitive tasks. We can just automate such kind of repetitive tasks with the help of robots. That's where this RPA concept came into the picture. All right. So guys, we have so many tools are available in the market in RPA. More than 50 plus tools are available. All right. The top trending tool is UiPath. Next one, Microsoft Power Automation Desktop. And we have Blue Prism. We have Automation Anywhere. You might have already heard about these words. Already some working professionals are there who is working already on Blue Prism or Automation Anywhere, already working on UiPath. Okay. So we have Kofax, we have Remelia, we have Antworks. Okay. Different tools are there. So nowadays, previously, Blue Prism is ruled the automation industry. In 2018-19, this is the top trending tool. After that, Automation Anywhere is top trending tool. Nowadays, this UiPath from last 4 to 5 years ruling the automation industry. Nowadays, this Microsoft also came into the picture with two different things like Power Automation Desktop and Power Automation Cloud. Power Automation Desktop comes under or automation tool only. Okay, Power Automation Cloud is different. So nowadays, if you go and attend in the interview, if you say I have only knowledge on your path, means some companies, some companies are not accepting. That's why in our sessions we are going to teach along with UiPath Microsoft Power Automation as well, along with UiPath agents as well. Okay, that's why we will teach both all together at same concept, same price. All right. And next one is advantages. What are all advantages? Why we need to learn these automation tools? First thing is it's a low code, no code platform. It's a low code, no code technology. It's a simple drag and drop tool, guys. It's a simple drag and automation tool. No coding knowledge is required. Okay. No coding knowledge is required because already they have written the code and they have converted those line of code into activities. If you want to become a Linux admin, Linux, then what we need to deal with commands, right? If you are an SAP consultant, Then what we will do there? Transaction codes, T codes. We will execute transaction codes. You should know at what time we should use. We should execute different code. If you are an SQL database administrator or from database background, you know queries, right? If you write query, then only you can able to communicate with database. If you know transaction codes, then only you can communicate with SAP. If you know commands, then only you can able to communicate with Linux. In the same way, if you know these activities, then only you can able to build the automation flows. So this is how UiPath Studio application interface looks like. Okay. So if you observe here, these are all John. Trijal, 1 minute, Nana. Ah, so these are all different activities we are going to use to prepare our automation workflows. Okay. So guys, here you all are from different language, no background. Whatever the background you are, no problem. Whether you are from science background, arts background, commerce background, computer science, irrespective of background, no background. Okay. And many people, they will scare in writing lines and lines, to write lines of code, right? For all of them, all these RPA tools are wonderful tools to not write any line of code, because simple live example I'll explain here. Okay. So in the I just first let me so guys, when you create a new project in UiPath, this is how the UiPath Studio looks like. So I just want to display simple hello world message in a message box. So in this activities panel, what we need to do, just search for message box and drag and drop that activity. Drag and drop means what? Drag and drop. That's it. You don't need to write any line of code. And here, what is the message you want to display? Hello world. The text must be quoted. Double quotes. Hello world. That's it. Okay. And run. Run the bot. See, did I write any line of code here? No. So it's a simple drag and drop automation tool, guys. Because all these activities, whatever you are seeing, all the line of code already written in the background and they converted into these activities. So we need to use these drag and drop activities to prepare our automation flows. Okay, see here, hello world. In case if you want to do the same simple hello world message in Java, how many lines of code you need to write, guys? How many lines of code you need to write?
Oh, 5 to 6 something.
Hmm. Public class main, static void main, system.out.println method hello world, two close braces. But we don't know exactly what is this public, what is this class, what is main, why we are using this static, what is this void, what is this main, what is this memory allocation, which method we have used, why we put it in close colon, and all we don't know. Even though so instead of writing these lines and lines of code, so just simply drag and drop activity and pass the proper input what you are looking for, right? Same in Python also. If you want to display something, you don't need to write that much of code, but definitely you should write some code even in Python also, right? Print some the text in the quotation. But here we are just to drag and drop activities. Everywhere it's related to activities. All right. So whatever the experience you have, even you have experience or even you are a fresher, you have 5 years or 10 years, 15 years experience, no problem. Just learn your path and you can, switch from your existing technology to this RPA tools. Okay. You are from science background or accounts background, commerce or payable, HR, anywhere, any background, no problem. You can learn this automation tool and you can switch your existing technology to your path, because many opportunities are available. Because of you guys only the recession has started. Because of you, people are losing their jobs. Because once you automated the process, once that process went for live, that process, manual process is doing by 10 15 people, for example. Okay, every day 10 15 people are doing the same job. Now your job is doing by the robot. Then why they keep those 10 15 people? Maybe they will terminate them, or else they will give some another task for them, some priority task for them, and you can save more time. Okay, in terms of tech, what are all advantages with these RPA tools? With these RPA tools, first of all, cost cutting. What is the meaning of cost cutting, guys? Instead of companies keep on spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees on employers, they'll just invest only on one robot, and then they'll just fire the employees. They are saving huge money, right? And time saving. How much of time a human being will work for, guys, per day? Maximum 9 to 9.5 hours, right? But how about robots, guys? Is there any time limitation for the robot? No, right? Robots can work for 24 by 7, right? That's the advantage of robot. And human beings definitely might commit some mistakes, but robots don't do any mistake, right? Zero errors, no errors, zero mistakes. So based on the, mindset, based on the situation, some human beings might commit some mistake, but robot don't do any mistake. However you train, it will implement the same. Okay, that's how many advantages are there with this automation tools, and productivity is getting increasing. What is the meaning of productivity is increasing? For example, there is a human being to perform one task, they are taking 1 hour of time. The same 1 hour of task can do by the robot with less than 10 minutes. Every day that human being is dealing with 9 to 10 different tasks, which means they are consuming 9 hours of time. The robot is completing just less than 90 minutes of time. Then how about remaining time? If we can focus on some another task, robot will work like anything, guys. It will work very fast. Okay. I'll give some demo also for an automation. Okay. Any questions so far, anyone? Any questions?
Yes,
Feel
Rana.
free to unmute. Yes.
One small question. So you mentioned that whatever the existing technology we are working on, we can switch to the
Yes.
UiPath. So in current market, how easy to switch from the existing technology in the UiPath? There are lots of many changes happening in market. So how it is easy and how it is difficult to switch in, might be testing or maybe other thing to.
So my suggestion is that once you attended the sessions, okay,
Mhm.
uh, you should get some hands-on experience. Okay. So whatever the topics we are teaching, you should get some hands-on experience, and you should convert your existing technology into some automation journey. For example, you have 6 years of experience in testing. So I'll suggest you to put 4 years of experience on testing and convert last 2 years of experience into your path, and then start applying for the jobs, so that you have 2+ years of experience, so that you will get more calls. How you will cover those 2 years of experience? By attending every day without fail all the classes 45 days, and whatever the certifications I am recommending, you should complete all certifications from academy. And whatever the topics I'm going to cover and teach in the classes, every day I will give some tasks. You should complete all those tasks and get hands-on experience, so that you can able to get the real-time scenarios. I'll teach how, what the companies are expecting from you, what will be the lifestyle, what will be the life journey, RPA life cycle after you join in the company, what will be your roles and responsibilities when you get any new project, how to start, how to finish, what are all the best practices, how to how to deal with the stakeholders, how to understand the requirement gathering. Each and every information we will cover in the session.
Mhm.
That's how you'll get some hands-on, so that, I'll recommend you to put that experience into convert your existing journey into your automation journey.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it. And one other small thing. So you mentioned that we have this no code low code platform, but many companies right now, what I have just seeking for last few days, so they are asking for the C sharp and VB.NET, uh,
Yes.
more coding level knowledge along with the UI path, not only for the custom code, but only but also having the code knowledge to write more and more custom codes for the on the UI path itself. So why it is
Yes.
requirement coming now from last few months, and is it really required to learn more on the C sharp or VB.NET
Yeah.
while before applying?
That's a good question. So, guys, generally, it's not like mandatory to learn any C sharp or VB scripting and all, because all these RPA tools built on the platform called Microsoft .NET. So some companies have their own automation tools. Some companies are depending on these available open source or enterprise RPA application tools. So when you're working with any of the automation applications, what happening? You can use all the existing available activities from the dependencies. You can download the activities and you can drag and drop and you can create your workflow. But sometimes what we need to do, there is a situation, but that activity is not available. Then what we need to do, you need to create your own custom activity. So definitely at that time, we need to know VB scripting and C sharp to create and to develop your own activity. But it's not like same situation for all. But I can teach you, like I'll give you some content, some material, and I'll teach you some basics, how to create your own custom activity, how to use this, how to, get some knowledge on VB scripting or C sharp, either any. Okay. So it's not like mandatory to learn. If you already know, if you're having some experience, or if you're from that .NET background, it will be added advantage. If you don't know also, no problem. It's not mandatory to learn, to know that, to get to have some knowledge on those VB scripting or C sharp. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Any more questions? Anyone?
So
Have
Raghav,
you seen?
you are saying low coding, right? So is there any data wave language is there in this scripting or
Mm,
anything such a way path?
Data where?
Data wave
Um,
coding, data wave coding or any such
no
coding.
coding. No coding knowledge is required here. Simple drag and drop. If you are interested, you can write coding here also. We have an option called coded workflow. You can write code and you can create your automation flow. But here, why people are joining these sessions? Because they don't want to write the code. They just want to use these activities. That's why they are learning. Okay.
What about the mapping?
Which mapping?
Uh,
For
if
example,
we
you want to integrate with any application,
have if we want to connect to that third party
vendor applications. Yeah, I
yes,
understood.
yes.
See here, if you observe, there are like so many third-party applications here, right? SugarCell, Twilio, Trello, ServiceNow. For example, simple ServiceNow. I want to fetch all the incidents available in the ServiceNow application. Then previously, using the traditional automation, what we can do, you will open a new browser, you will enter the ServiceNow production URL, and you will enter login credentials. After opening the home page, you will click on favorites, you will create some filter, you will run the filter. For example, there are total 40 incidents are there, or 40 tasks, or 40 tickets. So you will get all those 40 one by one. You will scrape those 40 tickets and you will put it in some data table and you will iterate the loop. But nowadays, you don't need to do anything. You will just each and every application, third party, very famous applications, whatever, everything UiPath has launched and they have loaded into the UiPath Studio. So what you can do, just integrate with this UiPath Studio to that application. How you will integrate? We have an integration tools are there. in UiPath Studio, in Orchestrator, we have a concept called integrations. Okay, integration service. If you use these integration services, you just need to provide some basic parameters. Automatically, your UiPath Studio can integrate with those application, and then you can able to, for example, now I want to get all the incidents. Then what you can do, just drag and drop these incidents, list incidents. Automatically, you will get all those incidents. Or you can implement API automation also. You can use these integration services also, or you can do the traditional automation also. Multiple approaches are there. Whatever the best you can choose on your own. Okay, clear, Shivaji?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So we can use this. See, different connectors are available. This is connections, which means already existing connections. If you have anything, you can see those connections will appear here, and these are all the different connectors are available. Even if your customer is using some application which is restricted, no problem. You can even create your own custom connector also. Okay. You can create your custom connector also. That option are also available, because definitely it's not like all connectors is it should be available. It's not mandatory, right? Because every company have their own application. Here, all those connectors are may not visible. Then what we can do, we can create your own custom connector. Okay. Connections, see, add connection. And even they have launched this integration service option directly into the orchestrator recently. Okay. Right. Any question else? Anyone?
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Yes, please.
Uh, on adding to last question of Praveen. Sir, I have already studied about RPA in past, and some of my friends is currently working on this, so I have little bit of idea about the RPA. So, sir, my question is, sir, because of the AI, by just putting a prompt, we can create a workflow. So, what is the scope of RPA now in future? That is my first question. And second, after completing this session or this course of 45 days that you saying, so will we able to means directly give the interview, because in interview we are just they are asking for about the project in which you are working. So will we be capable to explain them that I have worked on this kind of project, and they can means
Yeah, I
give
can
give
understand your
yes,
question. Yeah.
yes. So these are my two questions. Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Good question. See, basically, many people have the same. Here you go everywhere, everywhere AI, OpenAI, prompts and all. Even in UiPath also we have prompt. So if you start habituating in giving the prompt, for example, see in this UiPath Studio, we have autopilot option is there. See, this is autopilot. So what it is asking you, hey, how can I help you? Give your prompt, I'll create the workflow for you. But how to use this? Maybe it cannot, maybe it can help you in loading the activity, but definitely you are the one should pass all the different parameters to get connect with that application, right? And nowadays only we got this autopilot prompting and all, but previously we don't have. And definitely it's not like 100% solution, ready-made solution it cannot provide. Uh, to to give prompt, to prepare the workflow, to generate the solution, definitely human being should be there, right? So wherein you should be the situation, definitely human beings are required to prepare to develop these automation flows to make these decisions. And next one, in 45 days, Raghu, will I able to ready for the job? Can I able to crack interview? Can I able to get offer letter? Can I able to survive long term? Will these RPA tools, how many years it will be in the market? Will you give any confirmation, any guarantee and all? Many W-based questions will be there for everyone. So guys, when I am started my career on Java, when I am writing the code in the starting first 2 to 3 years, even I felt the same. Because right, Java, .NET, Python, these are evergreen technologies. No problem. full demanding tools. The problem is like when I got this opportunity to learn UiPath or this is a tool, definitely what you will do, array, I have already settled on from last 3 years. I am writing the code, and again you are asking me to learn this tool. How about the future? Can I able to survive? Because many tools will come and vanish in the market. So will this tool will be in the market for long term? But when I understand this tool, when I run the first bot, I was like impressed. I was like wonderful. Array, what it is doing, whatever the task I am doing every day, it was just doing within fraction of seconds. So that one day, the first 15, 20 days, whatever I have learned, I have not depended on only those 15 days. I am just keep on learning and I'm just, uh, going with the flow, going with the innovation, updating myself. That is your investment. Whether you are a Java developer or you are a Python developer or you're an UiPath automation consultant, your reset is to go with the flow. Like it's not like only learning in 30 days and then you can survive your entire life in the remaining. It's not same. You, every day some innovations will comes up. You should learn and you should go with the trend. Whatever the best you can choose, understand the limitations. Maybe now it is OpenAI Chat GPT. After 1 year or after 2 years, you will get some other things. Previously, we don't have these robots also. When robots came into the picture, how we are surprising now for Chat GPT and all, we surprised it the same. Now we are surprising with this Chat GPT and all prompting and all, Claude and all. After some years again, it will replace with some another things. Okay. So how about cracking interviews? So guys, in my classes every day I'll teach two hours of session from morning 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. The actual sessions from day after tomorrow. Today and tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. the demo sessions. In these two demo sessions, I'll teach what is this RPA tools, why it is trending, what are the latest innovations, why it is demanding, why it is popular, why we need to become certified, all W-based questions. Is it suitable for you or not? Whether I'm in a correct position or not? What will be your roles and responsibilities? What companies are expecting from you? What you can expect from me and what I'm expecting from you. That's it. From day after tomorrow, the actual sessions will start from morning 7 to 9 a.m. or 7:30 to 9 a.m. 45 days, Monday to Friday will be the session. Saturday, Sunday off. So if you attend all the sessions without fail, whatever I'm suggesting you to make practice, whatever the tasks I'm giving, if you follow everything, in the from the first session itself, if you depend on autopilot and if you're giving the prompt, nothing to learn. If something new comes up, you don't know where to start and where to close. So it's not recommended, it's not a best practice in the starting itself to depending on autopilot or copilot. If you know the process, how to, for example, I have started journey 12 years before, right? In the starting days, if my manager asks me to, send an email to the customer, it will be kind of a shivering because everybody is not like come up with very beautiful English, right? So definitely we need to draft the email and we need to understand the context. We need to put proper subject line and you need to come up with proper body. Even at the time, even we don't know what is CC and BCC also. Whatever the phrase context you are trying to send, the other person should understand your context, what exactly you're trying to convey. Right. So nowadays, simply just give the prompt and you are getting the email subject and body. So if you start habituate on depending such kind of things, you will become more and more lazy. You are not, giving inputs to your brain. You are not utilizing it properly. But now we can survive without this chat GPT and all also because we already know like we came that situation wherein we don't have all these innovations. So now as all these open source applications in your personal laptop you can access and everything, but after you go in the company you cannot able to access all those chat gpt application or Claude or OpenAI anything. Okay, only you have Copilot. If you search everything, even you will get some restrictions email also from the company. Hey, Shivaji, you're trying to search, you're passing all this customers' data into the Chat GPT, Copilot, or OpenAI, or Autopilot and all. It's restricted. Come and put signature. It's a violation against the company policy. Everything off. Then what you will do? You don't have access to this, Copilot or Autopilot. So my suggestion is to not depend on such kind of shortcut things. First, learn subject yourself, get hands-on experience. Without having all those dependencies also, you should know how to prepare the flow so that, okay, learning those innovations and all is good, but even you should know without those shortcuts also, you should be ready. Okay, clear my questions, Mister? I hope
Yes,
I
sir.
have cleared. Right. All right. Let's continue. Again, I'll take Q&A at the end of the session. Okay. All right. So cost cutting, time saving, robots will work for 24 by 7. Okay. And robot don't do any mistake. It will give 100% results. That's why all companies, clients are implementing this automations in their day-to-day life activities. And productivity is getting increased because robot work very fast. And even we have some disadvantages are also there. Along with advantages, we need to discuss some disadvantages are also. What are those disadvantages? If you change the data format, if any unknown pop-up, if any human dependencies are there. For example, there is a process, there are total 100 steps are there. In that 100 steps, at 49th step, definitely human intervention is required, which means decision making is there. If human being, your manager or leader, somebody should say, okay, confirm, then only it will move to next step. So if there are such kind of human intervention decision making steps are there, it won't work for, it won't suitable for automation. Simply if you trigger the bot, it should start with the first step, it should complete the last step, 900 step. If you have such kind of dependency, it won't suitable for automation. Okay? No human dependency, no human intervention is required. Because we don't know when that human being will come and when that human being will give the, confirmation. Maybe that human being went for long vacation or year-ending vacation, or they're not feeling well, they're on sick leave. Until then, this robot should keep on wait, right? So we shouldn't do like that. No human intervention. Such kind of processes we don't recommend to automate. Simple, straightforward or conditional based scenario where no human intervention is there, then only we can automate such kind of applications. Okay. No updates, no system updates. S- some applications, what they will do, they'll keep on, doing innovations. They'll keep on coming up with some updates. Nowadays, for example, if you see this Gmail application, this is what the actual application Gmail. Tomorrow, they have changed every options. This compose changed from here to here. This profile changed from here to here. The sent items changed from here to there. Everything changed. Then as a human being, you know where to search this compose. Okay, this changed from here to here. But how robot knows? If it is a small change, okay, robot can able to identify. But if it is keep on coming up with different changes, it's not recommended to implement automation because you need to keep on doing the change request and enhancements. Okay, and changing the format of data. If clients come up with different data formats, then it won't recommend to use implement automation. Today you are getting the data in English language. Tomorrow you are getting in Chinese. Day after tomorrow German. Today you have only 50 columns of data. Tomorrow they're coming up with 150 columns of data wherein you did not train. Then how robot knows that which column should connect with which column and which row? What is the background business logic? You haven't trained, right? So these are some disadvantages are also there. Okay. And what are the different industries nowadays using this automation? So mostly guys, banking industry. Okay. Nowadays, most of the banks are using this automations because in banks, they are having huge manual processes in terms of savings accounts, current account, loans, credit cards, mortgage loans, housing loans. So many different departments will be there. No, so many manual power needed to handle all such kind of requests. Nowadays, we don't need such kind of human being wherein they are just doing the repetitive task. We can just replace those human beings with this RPA robots. Okay, so banking industry, insurance industries, so two-wheeler insurance, four-wheeler, personal insurance, health insurance, different insurances will be there. Previously, 10 to 15 years before, if you want to take any insurance, there will be huge process. You should wait minimum 6 to 7 hours of time, right? But nowadays, within fraction of seconds, your insurance is getting, created. How it is all doing due to this automation. Whatever the input you are entering into the live, by collecting all the data within fraction of seconds, your insurance is getting created. Previously, you should go to petrol pump. There will be some box. You should interact with that customer agent, and then you should provide all your vehicle details, engine number, chassis number, and all color, CC. Then they'll collect and they will say, okay, sir, pay the amount. After maybe 6 to 7 hours, you can come and collect your insurance copy. But now it's not right. Everything is automated. And to claim the process, you went to hospital for you admitted for a couple of days, and after that you want to claim your insurance. You opted for cashless. So your hospital should submit all the bill details to the insurance company. They'll validate in the background. It met all the policy requirements or not. They will validate. They'll cross check. Finally, they will settle the claims. So these all are, how happening within fraction of seconds due to this automation. So claiming process you can automate, all banking applications, all HR activities. What HR activities do every day? Offboarding, onboarding, creating the user account, adding the roles. For example, Infosys total more than 4 lakhs employees are working. Every day, minimum 600 to 700 employees will join in Infosys in all over the global. So every day, how many people should work in the background? For example, I am going to attend, I want to switch to the company. So I have submitted my application with Infosys. Then what will be the process? First of all, HR will collect my resume and they'll collect all my information and they'll put in the internal application, HR team or tag team, talent acquisition. Then they'll call me, they'll collect all input details and they will schedule first round of interview. If I cleared it, they'll update in their application. Second round cleared, again they'll update. Third round, client round cleared, and then finally HR round. Everything good. They released me the offer letter. Each and every update they are going to track. They will update in the background. And finally, tomorrow is my joining, and today they are asking me to enter all my previous experiences details. They are asking me to submit all previous experience letters, educational details, if any career gap, background verification. So, for one candidate only, this much of background work is required. Then can you imagine every day 600 to 700 people are joining? Then can you imagine how many manpower is required? At the same time, 400 to 500 people will leaving the organization every day. So leaving organization means what? There will be huge process, termination process. They should remove your access ID card, access card. They should terminate. They should remove all the roles. They will not allow you to log into your Outlook, Teams, internal application. They'll remove your mobile application access. Everything they'll remove, right? They will check whether you have any loans, dues, any earlier loans. You need to submit any uh, all your assets, laptop and charger and everything, your stickers, parking sticker, your library card, gym card, you submitted or not, any arrears, pending amounts. So many validations will be there. They'll check with your HR, reporting manager. If everybody cleared, then only your last working day will start. So for one process itself, this many checklist is there. Then how about 400 to 500 people? See how many, processes are there related to HR. Payroll team, every end of the month, they'll do the payrolls. They should release the salary to 4 lakh members. Can you imagine how much of work will be there, guys? They should check your attendance list, how many working days, how many absence in that one, how many is covered, and how many paid or unpaid leaves. Right. So if you observe each and every process, there is so much of, dependency, repetitive tasks are there. You can now automate all these things. Okay. HR, logistics. Logistics also, you will keep on tracking your product from, is it going from one location to another or not? Where is your item? Is it dispatched or not? All this information you will check, no? Telecom industries, oil and gas, trending concept, right? Finance, food and nutrition, and
Healthcare.
mostly healthcare, mostly manufacturing industries. Okay. All these industry, irrespective of industry, guys, any industry nowadays they are implementing these automations. And we have different automations. What are all different automations we can do? We can do Excel automation, we can do web automation, you can do PDF automation. Okay. You can do desktop automation, you can do basic automation, you can do image automation. You can integrate with different ERP applications like you can do SAP, you can do Oracle, you can do mainframe. You can integrate with the different service ticketing tools like ServiceNow, Remedy Force, whatnot, guys. No limitation. Anything you can automate. Anything. You just understand the flow, just validate, check the feasibility, whether can we do this process automation or not. Manually, how much of time it is taking. For example, it is taking half an hour, 30 minutes. After implementing automation, it is taking 40 minutes. Then is it really recommended to implement that automation? No, because it is waste of time. And check the source also, like how many tickets, how many transactions per day. If it is just doing only 1 to 2 transactions per week, so per month only 5 to 6 transactions, then there is no use. As it is a complex process for a developer, it is taking 3 to 4 months of time to develop that process. Finally, it is just saving only 5 to 10 minutes of time. Then it is waste of time, because end of the day client will only concentrate on time, how much of time you saved for them. So they will look into ROI, return on investment. Hey Raghu, I have invested 100 rupees on you and license and infra setup part and the support. By next year, how much of time I am getting, how much of money I am getting generated, how much of time I am going to money I am going to save. Hey boss, you invested 100 rupees, but you are saving only 5 rupees. Then why they'll invest this huge amount on automation? No, right? So first year they are getting saving 60 rupees. Next year they'll save 70 rupees, because next year they no need to invest on infra setup. They no need to invest on developer cost. Only they need to invest on licensing part and support part, so that like every year on year they can increase the numbers. So checking the feasibility is also very important. Understanding the business process steps is also very important in automation, and developing the process flow. And it's okay, and auntie, it's upper level. And doing the documentation part is important, right? And getting the approvals, doing the testing, deployment, each and everything is very, very important. Okay. So these are all the different automations we have, different industries we have, advantages, disadvantages, different tools we have. And guys, all these tools are professional certified tools. Okay. You need to do some certifications. Hey Raghu, how to become certified? How to do the certification? No problem. I can help you how to do. There are so many certifications are available. So which one is recommended? How to stop? How to close? How to finish? How to put it in your resume? Everything will give. Okay, we'll try. So guys, total 45 days of training. First 2 days free demo sessions starts from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 2 hours of demo. Total 4 hours of demo. After that, from day after tomorrow, which means from Friday, 10th April, actual sessions will start. The time will be morning 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, or else 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Okay. So timing is maximum 7 to 9 or 7:30 to 9 a.m. I'll create the poll. Based on your poll, I'll confirm the time. Okay. But this is the time mostly 7 to 9 or 7:30 to 9:30, which will be 45 days of training every Monday to Friday morning. Okay. Saturday, Sunday will be holiday off. It's completely live classes. Okay. And once class started, I will record the session. Okay. Recordings will be shared immediately to your email. Okay. For example, today morning, February 5th, last batch. If you see all the recordings, you can see here. See class 1 demo, class 2 demo. All right. Class 3 installation, UIPath installation. Class 4
Click on the name, they will come automatically aligned.
name.
Yeah, on the top header. No, down. Classes header name is yeah. Click there.
No, it is opening
No,
the.
not that one.
No, on the name he's saying.
On the name
Acha.
itself. Yeah,
Okay.
sorting. Yes.
Oh, it's based on the numbers it is coming. So if you see all the classes like class 3, class 4, see class 3.
Modified. You can click on modified. The next column, modified.
Hmm.
Older to newer or newer to older.
Hmm. So yes, class 34, 32, 33, 31. So different topics, 26, 27. So every day once class completed, immediately the recording will be uploaded automatically, and you have this link every day. I will rename the topic, and automatically you can able to access all the recordings. So these are all my different batches. You can see 26, 25 September, December 2025 batch, November, January, September. So different batches. Okay. Recordings will be shared immediately, and these recordings you will have access to 180 days, which means you can have access for up to 6 months of time. Okay. And Saturday, Sunday holiday. Out of this 45 days, you have like a total 6 weeks of time. 6 into 2, 6 weekends, right? Which means 45 minus 12. So maximum you will get covered 32 classes. Per class, 2 hours of session, which means you will get almost 64 to 66 hours of content. Generally, in the market everywhere, you will get only 1 hour of session. 30 days means 30 hours only. But from RPA Vault, we are going to give you 60 plus hours of content. Okay. So out of all these, maximum you will have 26 to 28 sessions on UiPath, 4 to 5 sessions on Power Automation Desktop and Power Automation Cloud, and 2 to 3 sessions on UiPath agents, agentic automation. Okay. So that's how we planned this curriculum, and total cost fees will be, actual cost is 20,000, but now for this batch we are giving 3,000 of discount, so we are offering 16,999. Okay, which is in INR. And yeah, and about the course curriculum. So Raghu, what are all the concepts you are going to teach? So guys, we have our website. Just please go through rpavault.com. So wherein RPA UiPath, if you scroll down, see here, to attend the live sessions, to attend the course details, course curriculum, about myself, demo video, previous reviews and all, you can able to access from here. Okay, so course curriculum. Right, see today demo 1, introduction to RPA, different tools, overview, testing industries, automation types. This is demo 2, which we're going to cover tomorrow. In tomorrow's session, we'll cover what is the difference between software engineers versus RPA consultants, what will be your roles and responsibilities, what is the life cycle of RPA, what is the future scope, some sample demo program development and execution in live. So from day after tomorrow, your path setup installation, and will immediately start the certification also. Fourth class, we will cover how to, what is this UiPath Studio, basic components, what is this robot, overview of orchestrator. We'll start with variables, arguments, input and output methods, Excel automation, workbook automation, data table automation, action center. So all these concepts we are going to teach. At the last, I will take mock interviews. I can help you in preparing the resume. We will share 500 to 600 plus resume formats. And we can help you in creating Naukri and LinkedIn accounts. And we will give you access for all our WhatsApp groups and channels. And we'll give access to the LinkedIn. For example, here it is our LinkedIn page. Once you are ready and completed with your course, once you prepared your resume, see here total, this is our page, LinkedIn page, RPA Vault, professional trainings and job prospects, wherein more than 4,000 plus followers are there. Here, if you observe, every day our team is posting the opportunities. 14 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 6 day. If you see all the posts, what we are posting, I have hired a team wherein they are working for full time for RPA Vault. They're just, keep on looking for opportunities and they'll share these opportunities for my students. So RPA developer, automation edge, RPA developer, automation anywhere, RPA Power Automate developer, Blue Prism Power Automate. For example, see, you can see about how many years of experience, location, responsibilities, and apply. Like that, you can keep on, go through. See, for example, you have path Pune, 2 to 5 years they're looking for. So just copy this URL and go to your Gmail and just compose a new email and just apply for that opportunity. Instead of creating the Naukri, instead of keep on, looking for the call, you don't know when the calls will comes up. Many applicants are there. Why they should shortlist your profile? Instead of that, why don't you directly send your, resume directly into the inbox of the recruiter? So if you go through all our posts, you can see so many, opportunities are there. More than 3,000 to 4,000 recruiter email addresses are there. You can just apply for all those opportunities based on your roles and responsibility based on the JD. So that even we have developed a code, we have developed an automation flow, wherein if you use that flow, if you run that flow, okay, automatically, if you just keep all these recruiter email addresses in the Excel file, automatically if you trigger the robot, wherein automatically robot will create the subject line and body, and it will attach the resume, and it will send that profile to the recruiter. Your task is just need to go and copy the email address and put it in Excel and run the bot. Every day 50 recruiter email IDs you collected from Naukri, collected from WhatsApp groups, collected from LinkedIn, collected from different sources, Telegram, Instagram, and all. You just update the Excel and just run it. Automatically, we will give you in sharing those workflows also, so that you can save so much of time. All right. So that is about the opportunities what we are going to cover. Okay. And you can see this is about my profile, like whatever I'm telling you. You can check my LinkedIn, my name. I'm a UIPath professional certified trainer. Along with, I'm a corporate trainer and I'm a UIPath community speaker. I got rewarded as top key contributor 2024 and a community award winner 2025. And these are all my certifications: associate developer professional, business analyst, solution architect, agentic associate, specialized AI professional, uh, automation suite, infrastructure engineer. All the certifications I have completed, and these are all my professional experiences. Worked with Coforge, Signity, Infosys, Perlasoft, KPIT. Before that, I worked with Capgemini. Okay, so this is about my profile, and these are all we are going to offer for the candidates. Interview questions, training materials. We are going to provide more than 500 to 600 pages of document, presentations, and sample projects, more than 20 to 25 projects. Okay. And every day attendance will be tracked. For example, every day how many students are attending the sessions, how many are absentees. Okay. You can able to track everything. So for example, you completed one certification, you can upload here. You have completed one task, you can upload here. Okay. So this is a tracker our team has developed for the students tracking. Okay. Mm, so Kumar, do you have that notion in handy?
Yes. Let me share in the chat.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So guys, here once you join the session, automatically your attendance will be recorded. Okay. Every day, how many people joined, how many people left the session. Wait, it's loading.
Yeah, it's loading.
Yeah. See here, guys, today's session, these many absentees are there. So by end of the session, see how many number of classes attended out of 33. Mahesh attended 27 classes, Monica 19, Mohandas 20. Like this, your attendance will be tracked automatically. Okay. And then once you
Uh,
completed,
their certification in the top.
mm,
Yes,
acha,
they
you
updated.
change it to okay. So guys, every day our team will upload Ganesh completed this certification. So you can just come and update your name, certification which you have completed and upload your certificate. So by end of the course, you can check your progress. Okay, out of these, I have attended these many sessions, I have completed these many certification. You will get that report automatically. Then you will understand you are eligible or not. Okay, and these are the projects. How many projects you completed? You can upload all your projects and you can able to access the previous projects also. Okay, and finally, this is my asset wherein you can access all interview questions, real-time use cases, bots DNA ready-made solutions, recordings, interview questions, and uh, presentation material presentations, self introduction, project explanations, theoretical, how you overcome the challenges, access to the Git repository, uh, and handbook, resume collection, sample resumes. Okay, some VB.NET coding, some Power Automation for beginners. So best practices guide, best and sample projects, use cases, all this information you can able to access from this one, whoever for the paid candidates. Okay, and even along with that, we will share some content also in the emails, recruiter emails, HR emails. Uh, how to search for opportunity, what will be the subject line, what will be the body, how your resume looks like, suggestions on creating the resume. All right. Sharing the projects, sharing daily running notes, resumes, bulk resumes, work coded workflow, quiz questions, recruiter email addresses, study material. Okay. Each and every, whatever the material is available with us, we are happy to share with you. Okay. So this is all about you can expect from us from RPA Vault what we are going to cover and teach. And our team Shivani and Kumar and Tamanna, maybe team you can say hi if you are available. So
Yeah,
guys,
hi.
yeah.
Hi. Hi, good morning, everyone.
Okay. So guys, even Tamanna, Shivani and Kumar are also my students and working professionals, and now they are working for RPA Vault for full time. So they are giving their best contributions to the community and to the students to settle down your careers in providing all job opportunities across the globe and clearing your doubts every day. Okay, whatever the doubts they can connect with you, they'll be available from morning to evening. If you get any doubt, you can just post. Hey team, I just got some issue here. I'm not able to clear this. Can you please help? They'll connect with you and they'll clear your questions. They'll clear your queries immediately. Okay. So our complete support will be there, and these are our main job opening groups, guys. Wherein if you see, so if you observe total group, almost more than 20-25 plus groups are there. All the groups are filled. So here, these all are my students only. You can see student, student, student. So once classes completed, we will add all those students into these groups, and we will share, keep on all the opportunities here so that you will keep updated with what is the roadmap of your path, what are the latest innovations, and about our new batch updates, and about any new innovations are coming in your path, any certifications, about the DevCon, about the community updates, each and every information we will post about RPA tools here. Okay. So we will give access to for all these RPA groups and sharing all everyday opportunities across the globe about openings and all. Okay. All right. Any questions, anyone?
What about the lab facility?
What agentic concepts are? Yeah, I'll explain. Are you going to cover in agentic like RAG? Everyone is talking on Maestro. So in terms of Maestro, I will try to explain by taking some basic LLMs and using some basic RAG models. I'll integrate with some Python libraries, and I'll try to explain a couple of use cases as well in the last agentic concepts. And coming to the lab, once the actual batch has been confirmed, okay, actual batch confirmed, just a minute. Right. So guys, for example, in this batch, for example, last December batch, total 20, I think 23 members, 24 members has joined. So what we will do, we will create the teams. Okay. So team A, team B, team C, team D, team F, team G, and every team we will put 4 to 5 members, and I will assign one team lead. So you four guys can connect together after the class, and you can connect together and you can practice whatever the tasks we have assigned. And this lead will be the responsible to share the update in the group. Hi Raghu, in my team Naresh has been completed, Rohit did not join, and Saket completed, and this is pending. And we have some queries, so we need some help. And every week these leads will be changed, so that every person will get opportunity that how the leads responsibilities and how the consultant responsibilities. So it's completely online classes. Everybody should have a basic laptop with proper configuration, and it should be in proper working mode, and proper Wi-Fi should be there. That is your only asset, only investment for the coming 45 days. Proper laptop and proper Wi-Fi, proper support from your family and friends. No vacation, no movies, no birthday, no marriages, nothing. Only your path. Until unless you are getting the job, until you reached your goal, I am here to help you in getting the job and settle down in your career. If you support and if you join and if you do complete responsibilities, then I'll be the responsibility in sharing opportunities, taking mock interview and settle down in your career. Okay, clear about the lab facility? Any questions?
And on which platform we are going to discuss and will connect? Either Teams or
Teams
Teams only?
only. Teams only. For the demos only, we are using this Zoom application. But for the real time, we will use real classes. We will use Teams only. We will create the groups, and every day you will receive the uh, class links. For example, see here, this is for the February batch which we created. Like end of the day, you will get the message like this. Hi team, excited to you join for the next session. Class timings, meeting link, what is the topic. So like that, once class completed, every day you will get how many absentees are there on that particular day, today's absentees list. See, today's absentees, today's class recording updated, and today's class notes has been updated, and what will be your next action items. Like that, every day we will keep on, sharing all the live information with the students. Everything will be tracked, guys. My team will be there to take care of yourself. Okay. Any other questions, anyone?
Raghav, you said we'll be doing UiPath certifications.
Yes.
So would you be providing us some vouchers or how it would be? Because our company would not actually reimburse anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guys, actually in UiPath, we have a certification plans. Okay. This is the official website of Academy, wherein we have more than 10 to 12 plus different categories of certifications are there. Uh, Half of them are associate level, half of them are advanced level. So all associate level exams are costing 150 plus 27, total 177 US dollars, which will cost around I think like 16 to 17,000. Okay, as the dollar rate has increased. If it is professional exam, it will be $354, which will cost around 33 to 34,000. So if you want to invest from your pocket, you should put 100%, which means 34,000 you should invest, and then only you are enrolled for the course, enrolled for the certification, and you should get minimum 70% marks. If you fail, all your 33,000 will be gone in one attempt only, single attempt only. But from our RPA vault, we are going to offer you always 50 to 60% of discounted vouchers are available with us. So we can give you 50 to 60% of discount, and even we can give you certification dumps also, if at all available. The latest, pattern set of questions are there. We will give you dumps also. So we can help you how to schedule the exam, how to take the mock round, what will be the curriculum, what is the exam pattern, how many questions, what will be the timeline. All this information also we can provide you. For example, see here in this latest batch, if you see mock round interview, okay, in the resume, how many projects you are going to put, all that projects we are going to explain, how to create resume, what are the different tips to get shortlisted your profile, how to, how to take your profile onto the top into the recruiters, and how to schedule the UiPath paid exam certifications. Okay, how to schedule the UiPath paid exam. So all these non-technical content also we will cover. These classes won't be counted in the actual sessions. Okay, so um, mm, so that is about the certification part. And now in the learning plans, there are some free courses are there. Okay, those free courses I am going to help you in getting certified. So those certifications you need to put it in your resume. Okay, is it clear about certification, everyone?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll give you 50 to 60% certified voucher coupons, and even we can help you in supporting in how to clear those exams and also. Okay. 1 second, let me take the questions from chat. Can you share your experience working in oil and gas as it is trending? Okay. Are we covering Citrix automation? What exactly we are going to cover in PDD, STD? Which scope we are going to cover in UiPath testing? How UiPath developer and UiPath test engineer profiles are different in current market? What we are going to learn in Gen AI concepts activities. Okay, Jeevan, thanks for the questions. Very good questions. So guys, first question in terms of oil and gas. So guys, I worked for the client called NOV, National Oil. 1 second. Yeah. So guys, NOV. Okay. National Oil Well Warco. It's an MNC based out of Texas. What it will do, they'll provide of equipment and components used in oil and gas drilling and production operations. So what this company do, guys, it's a manufacturing company, and they will provide the refinery drilling equipment to the seashore companies on a rental basis. So how about the machines? How many are in lineup? What will be the cost, rental basis every month? What will be the contract? How much of time they are leasing for? So all these information should be, it's a repetitive task, no? So I worked for that client implemented Oracle implementation, Oracle automation, wherein we have used fast paths. And the client explained the manual process like record, lock, unlock process, wherein some records will be there in that process. Our robot should copy all those record items and it should put it in Oracle, and it should do some business logic inside that application, and it should once record locked, and after that it should unlock based on the required approvals. Okay, such kind of processes we have done. It's not like we are going to seashore or we're drilling some oil or something, guys. Okay, so whatever the manual processes are there in that oil and gas industry, they will explain us whether is it a billing, whether is it an invoices, whether is it a payroll, whether is it a uh, sales purchase orders, such kind of automations we will do. Okay, and another client I worked for is Weatherford. So it's an again international company wherein
In recent market, oil and gas industry very much interested in UiPath, right? How they come
exactly.
into the picture, and suddenly they have lots of hiring or lots of opening in the oil and gas industry opening for the UiPath.
Yeah,
How that
because
how that comes
due to
from?
this war, so much of huge damage has been occurred, and immediately all the Gulf projects are coming into the Indian market. So they want to automate each and every from scratch to advanced level. So these kind of heavy machineries will be there for them. So they will give these machineries on rental basis, manufacturing process, how to create these machines. So hiring process, offboarding, onboarding, shipping, leasing. So all these information, we will cover, we will automate, guys, generally. Okay. And even I worked for Shell also. All right, Shell. It's a very famous
Yeah.
company. So these kind of oil and gas companies and automate processes I have automated in my previous experiences. And covering Citrix automation. Yes, we will cover Citrix automation. I do have that infrastructure piece there. I'll log into the Citrix environment. I'll show you the real time how bot will log into Citrix and how we will do automation. What exactly we're going to cover in PDD and STD. So guys, um,
So addition to that, we have other tools, right? So task capture and other tools in the PDDSD that normally used. I think other tools that we also use basically to create PDDSD. So what exactly we are going to cover and how?
yeah.
Yeah.
View images, presentations. Hmm, మాట్లాడతానన్నా. Okay, so guys, I have created some. Okay, got it. So guys, here in terms of PDD, STD, cutover plan, deployment plan, exception handling document, or case study document, or technical procedures and naming conventions, governance documents, everything we will cover technical and non-technical. For example, BRD, whatever the real-time project end-to-end steps I'm going to teach for all the project, I will share all the document formats with all of you. So for example, BRD, what is the version control? What are the draft? What are the approvals? What are the technology? Source of content? How to prepare this draft? How to get this template? How to point? What are the columns and rows should put? So how to prepare this BRD? How to create the SDD? How the deployment plan will be there? So on what basis to prepare? Okay, each and every point. 1 second. Yeah. Hmm. So, so this is how like deployment plan, project deployment plan, how to prepare this. And How about the case study, process presentations, how to prepare SDD, uh, so how to prepare such kind of presentations before giving the demos to the stakeholders. Okay, how to calculate the ROI, how the licensing cost, customer use cases slides. Okay, all these topics also I'm going to teach. Once process completed, how to prepare the case study document. See, these all are the total 113 pages of document. These all are different use cases. So I'll explain in the for your entry purposes. The main project I'll explain end to end with real-time implementation. By practicing, and I'll teach you what are the challenges we faced in the project, how you overcome the challenges, what are the different documentations related, and this is different use cases, and this is the licensing cost, how to explain to the customer, okay, which we got directly from UiPath, total uh, 54 slides of document. And this is a case study document, how to prepare case study once your project completed. And efforts estimation, project governance, ROI, deployment plan, exception handling, technical procedures, status, how to prepare the DSR, WSR, okay, best practices document, each and everything, I will share, guys. This is about the project real-time documentation, BRDSTD and all, okay. So which scope are we going to cover in testing? In testing, guys, I don't go in depth because from RPA Vault, we are going to launch exclusively UiPath testing automation, how to prepare the test cases and how to integrate your test manager with your UiPath Studio. What is a test suite and what is uh, how to test your application, and how robot will do test automation from scratch to end. It's just a 10 days of course. What is test suite and how test manager and how it will integrate and all. It's a complete different concept. On a high level only I'll explain. I don't like teach completely in terms of test automation. Okay. And how your path developer and test engineer profiles are different. So it's completely different. If they have in scope only for test automation, they will hire only the testing people who really have experience on test automation. If you have experience on process automation, they don't hire. Maybe it depends sometimes. If they did not get anyone for testing automation experience, so they'll hire professional developers and they'll teach you, train you on test automation, and then they will ask you to do the testing automation. Okay. You just need to do test executions, and you need to prepare the test execution case document, whether a test case passed or failed. How UiPath, what we are going to learn in GenAI concepts and activities. So as I have told you in GenAI concepts, one second, guys. Yeah. So in terms of GenAI concepts, as I have mentioned, for example, simple use case. There are total 20 resumes are there. If you run the bot within fraction of seconds, that robot should send me an email. Hey Raghu, out of these 20 profiles, these three are the top recommended profiles. You can directly hire them. Generally, how much of time it will need to scrutinize and to do the basic screening, and to identify the profiles, scheduling first round, second round interview and all. So much of process will be there, right, for hiring. But now with these agents and all Gen AI, within fraction of seconds, it should send me an email. So that process end to end, I'll explain in terms of how to use right LLMs, how to use those Gen AI activities, how to create those custom connectors, Python script integration with your path, how to send those emails in terms of, creating those tables. Ho- How about remaining 17 unselected profiles? What is the drawback and how, on what basis rationalize that robot has recommended those three top recommendation profiles on what basis. Okay, all these information I'll cover in that use case. I'll cover in Gen AI. Any healthcare sector you worked, if you please share your experience. Okay, so guys, healthcare, most of my experience is into healthcare only. Okay, I worked for the client called Invacare. So what this Invacare do? If you open Amazon, you can search for these Invacare products. So guys, they will manufacture the kiosk, the machines and equipment for the physically challenged people, and they'll manufacture these kind of kiosk machines. Okay, same again, manufacturing, sale, distributions, purchase orders, requisitions, request orders. So all these automations I have implemented for this Invacare. I have worked for another client called Hillrom. Hillrom, they'll manufacture this hospital infrastructure, high class and such kind of hospital beds for the patients, such kind of kiosk machines they will manufacture. And I worked for the company called Trump Medical. So they will manufacture these kind of lights for the raise machines for the hospital infrastructure. Okay. And I worked for client called First Quality. It's based out of US. In this, they will manufacture the products for the born babies, soaps, oil, pads, tissues, diapers, and all. It's a very huge, sensitive client I worked for. It's a very big client, implemented so many automations. And I worked for some educational universities called Central University of Technology, Free State in South Africa. So wherein they have more than 25,000 students are in the university. So I have automated the student funding process. In India, how we have this fees reimbursement concept is there, no? Same in South Africa, in this university also, everywhere there will be some funders, they will fund them for the complete academics. So how to automate those 25,000 people student funding? How many are eligible from this year to next year? How many classes they completed, how much of marks they eligible, and what are the different requests they have made, what will be the criteria, what will be the checklist. So from university, for example, first year completed, they are going to second year. Out of these 25,000, only 20,000 students are eligible for second year, but we will get 25,000 requests. So from university, we will receive one input. Here ago, out of these 25,000 students, only these 20,000 students are only eligible for funding. So make the funding process only for these 20,000 students. So our robot should compare each and every student record with the record which we received from the university, and based on the checklist, we will provide the approve the amount for the hostel, approve the amount for laptop, approve the amount for lab facility, approve for tuition fee, approve for transportation, all this information. Okay. Uh, Other than university, I worked for the beverages company called Pernod Record, wherein it will manufacture the beverages. We have implemented the billing mechanism system for this client. For one country, we have implemented for US. After that, within 3 years, we have implemented for 37 different countries. So wherein all these products every day we used to see, these all brands has been owned by this company called Pernod Ricard. Okay, beverages company, oil and gas, healthcare, and insurance. I worked for the client called uh, 72 Proctor. So guys, Proctor is in a healthcare insurance industry wherein they will they will have different kinds of clients. Currently, I'm working for this healthcare insurance client called Proctor. The hiring system and the recruitment process, I'm doing automation. And I worked for the networking client called Cisco. It's my previous client. Okay. So these all are my automation experiences. Will we be using the UiPath Community Edition? Doesn't have certain limitations. Next question. Yes, we are going to use UiPath Community Edition. Of course, there are some limitations in terms of latest innovations, but in terms of accessing this UiPath Studio activities, no limitations. You will have all enterprise edition activities, whatever available. You can have all these activities in community edition also. Previously, it will be expired in 90 days, 180 days. Nowadays, they have made it for free of cost. You can access this community edition for lifetime. Okay, it won't expire, and every 15-20 days, it will keep on updating automatically. Okay, and I will teach the sessions on the latest UiPath community edition. Okay, and yeah, there's many questions. Any other questions do you have? I hope I have cleared all the questions. Okay, whatever you have in your mind. We have 8 minutes left. So I'll just recap what we have discussed. What is RPA? What are the different tools? Out of all these tools, why this UiPath is a trending tool? Because of it's an open source technology for learning. Open source for learning. In real time, we will use enterprise edition only. Okay. But for learning, we will use open source. And all these certifications are available for free and available for paid. Okay. No expiry. That certification academy will be available for a lifetime, but for the paid certification, it will expire for every 3 years. Okay. And advantages, disadvantages we discussed, and about our class curriculum and what are the different industries, different automations we have, about our training curriculum, everything we discussed in the course, and what I'm going to teach, what I'm going to share the content I have covered. All right. And we have different testing tools are there, guys, like UFT, ETL, manual, automation testing, right? Different testings are there. White box, black box, sandbox. But so many people will think like these RPA tools are testing tools. But no, guys, this is not a testing tool. Okay. Of course, there is a test automation recently came into the picture. Robotic process automation is different. Robotic test automation is different. So we are going to cover robotic test automation, process automation. Okay, which is a traditional automation, and even we will cover agentic automation as well, wherein what is meaning of testing? Whatever the application is going to live in the future, that application we need to test. That SME we will connect and discuss. They will give you different test cases. You should write down all the test cases and you should execute by passing different random sets of data. And whether if it is successfully executed or not, based on that, you will share the test case result, whether is it pass or fail. How about this process automation? What I'm telling you, already that application is in live from 10 to 15 years. Already it is in live. Many people are doing repetitive tasks on the existing application which is in live. We are automating that executed existing steps already with the help of this robot. Okay, which is not at all a testing. This is completely development automation drag and drop tool. Okay, which is a future technology having more future demand, most important and trending tool in the market now compared to Java, .NET and Python as well, as it is a combination and integration with AI, ML and agents. Okay. Gayatri Devi, Padmata, any healthcare sector? Okay. Covered. Adit Kulkarni covered. Himanshu. 2 to 3 agentic automations, all things are covered in that. Yes, 2 to 3 agentic automations I'll teach. Today morning also I have covered one agentic session. See, we have created some agents. Okay. And see, this is the nodes steps I have prepared for my students. What is agentic automation? What are the different steps? How many types of agents are there? What are the different things we need to implement? What is system prompt, user prompt? What are the tools, context, index, escalation? So if you implement all these steps, we can create your own agents. In practical, we will cover each and every point and concept in live. Okay. For example, here I'll explain simple demo of agent. Okay. So there is a receptionist agent, guys. Okay. Simple receptionist agent. Okay. So here, what is the prompt I have given? Okay. I'll show you the traditional automation and the agent difference. So my requirement is that it's a simple receptionist agent. What does this receptionist do? What do the receptionist do generally in the hotel? If you go, they will ask your name and they will greet you, hello sir, welcome, in your language. Generally, if it is a South Indian hotel, they'll welcome you in maybe Telugu or Kannada or Tamil or in Malayalam. That's it, right? When you're from Maharashtra, maybe they'll greet you in Marathi. But this agent should greet irrespective of language. Whatever language you give, it should greet with you. It should greet you. Okay. Any people here from any other country? Any other country other than India, US or UK or any other country? Anyone join? All right, no problem. So guys, I have prepared a small agent. Okay. I've just debug. So it is asking me what is your name and what is the language. So I'm given language. I have given Telugu. All right. Save and debug. So it should greet me in Telugu, right? If you know Telugu how to read, you'll understand. We don't know also for your better understanding. See, Raghava garu, మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? Okay. So it's an agent. It went and searched in internet and it created the context and it based on your input, it created. For example, let me debug again. This time I'll give Marathi. Save and debug. See, it's like act like as a human being. Even you don't know many languages, but agent do like anything. So in Marathi, anyone from Maharashtra here? How you will greet to ask how are you in Marathi? Shivani, Tamanna.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. So how to greet in Marathi? How are
Yeah.
you means?
तुम्ही कसे आहात?
Hmm. Let's see the result. See,
Yes, yes. Namaskar.
Namaskar Mohandas.
तुम्ही कसे
Tume
आहात?
kaise ahat? Okay. Like that, you can build your own agents and you can give your clients customers data to the agent and it will give you the results and reports. అందరికి హాయ్ చెప్తా. Okay. Yes, my to hi all of you. Maybe you can turn on your video. Our team will take some snapshots. Okay. చెప్తావా త్రిజల్ హాయ్? Any questions, anyone? Guys, we are good, almost completed 2 hours of session. చెప్పు హాయ్ అని చెప్పు. హౌ ఆర్ యూ అన్నాడు.
Maybe you can all turn on camera if you're okay. I hope you all attended the session and cleared all the doubts. Hope you all enjoyed the session, cleared all your questions. Any questions still open for questions, guys? Satya, Sumant, Gayatri, Reena, Ramesh, Akash, Himanshu. Thanks, Pavitra, Naveen, Jeevan. Good to see you guys. So, Jeevan, where you are from?
I'm from Pune,
Pune, Maharashtra. Which part of Pune?
in Tathawade. So Pune only.
Sorry?
In Tathawade area, it's a Pune only. Pimpri Chinchwad area.
Acha, Pimpri Chinchwad.
Yeah.
Wakad, Dattamandir Road.
Correct. So it's Wakad Datta Mandir is near only
I
four to five
stayed in
kilometers.
Hinjawadi phase 1, phase 2 Blue Ridge.
Oh, great, good area, Blue Ridge one.
Okay. Tamanna, Akshay, Prashant. Okay. Any more questions? Anyone? Are we good?
Yeah, more like to understand about the Microsoft Power Automate and Power Desktop, right? So, recent now
Yeah.
basically what I learned from the people that whatever the existing applications are there, license applications basically, Microsoft license applications. On top of that, these application work very smoothly and even more faster than the UiPath. So is that correct? And why now companies more likely to wanted to, along with the UiPaths, they wanted to Microsoft Power Automate also, even though both the applications working as the same. Of course, there is a licensing, costing, and these things come into the picture. But
Yes.
why didn't directly switch to the Power Automate, but still they wanted to UiPath, and why same company hiring for the both the two different positions?
Yes, it's good question. So nowadays, that's why I'm telling you, previously we don't have any competitor tool for UiPath. Nowadays, Microsoft launched coming up with this Power Apps, Power Automation Cloud and Desktop. And why they become very successful? Because we all operating and following Windows operating system, which owned by Microsoft. All our day-to-day life applications has been developed by Microsoft. So it is easy for Power Automation Cloud and desktop and apps to connect and integrate with those applications. That's why it will give more faster results. And that's why due to licensing cost, for example, in your path, if it is 100 rupees means in Power Automation, it is getting available just for 10 to 20 rupees only. But still, even though licensing cost is very high, the people are going with UiPath because whatever the options and features and security compliance policies and all are available in UiPath, those all are not available in Power Automation. Still, Power Automation is in developed mode. It's not yet completely developed like by UiPath. Even though the companies are migrating from UiPath to Power Automate, again they're coming back to UiPath because of the options are not available completely in Power Automation. If it is a scope, there is a scope, they are migrating. But still, companies are using UiPath because of the options are completely not available in Power Automation.
Okay, so are they looking as a Microsoft Power Automate as a independent tool like a UiPath, or just kind of a plugin for the Microsoft inbuilt application and the process that they
No,
have?
no, of course, separate only. It's not like a kind of a plugin, right? It's a huge application, Power Automation, desktop and cloud, Power Apps. These three combinations they are looking for: cloud, desktop, and Power Apps.
Okay, so soon or maybe later they will migrate on the Microsoft. If the most of the area in the company on the Microsoft
It's
instance.
not like confirmation that definitely they should migrate from UiPath to Power Automate. Maybe in future UiPath is coming up with some less price in licensing cost, then they no need to migrate, right?
Yeah, got it. I think that is the only challenge for the UiPath, right? If I'm not wrong, the licensing is the only thing. And
Yeah, even everyone is wondered why still, even though companies are migrating, but still UiPath is not, getting down their licensing cost. Because there is huge demand for them. They know the limitations, they know the differences. That's why they are maintaining their own demand.
Yeah, but again, the same question, right? Maybe I feel I might sound dumb, but Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, there was the
Gone.
same kind of uh, tool, no code, low code, right? And again, their license cost again more like kind of half of the price they are providing the licenses, right? Again, UiPath, of course, they are UiPath providing the most of the integration services and other things, security, uh, security things that more providing by the UiPath. But still, again, in the current market, the licensing cost they are giving it's like more than a lakh for one bot, right? Or one server. So how, and Microsoft, like, it's they're like they have existing applications, most of the companies and most of the MNC companies, where UiPath have a kind of client or promising client that can they are pitch into, but and they're costing it, like as you said, right, 10 to 20 rupees.
Hmm.
20 yeah.
See, when they launched this Power Automation desktop and cloud, it is an open source. You can log into your Gmail account and you can download Power Automation desktop like UiPath Studio, and you can learn and you can prepare. But nowadays they have removed that option. Okay, only they're encouraging for the professional developers only. You should log in and you should download. You can able to access only with your company account only. And even you logged in with company account also, you cannot able to access all activities like how you are available in enterprise edition. For example, let me share my screen. Okay, slowly they are making more limitations. So that's why, but your path did not done like that. Okay, for example, see, Power Automate. So previously, this is my personal laptop. Okay, previously when I am able to access Power Automate, I'm able to access Power Automation Cloud. Okay, but in terms of desktop, they stopped. We cannot able to access, with your Gmail, personal Gmail accounts. So that's why for our classes, our team is dedicatedly, creating some free accounts for learning, and they are giving for free of cost. So from RPA Vault, if you want to learn exclusively Power Automation Cloud and Desktop, separate course is available. In my course, I will just cover, for example, in UiPath, we have sequence, flowchart, state machine. In Power Automate, we have scheduled, instant, and automated. How to load, how to integrate, how to use the existing templates, connectors, and all. In terms of desktop, how that application looks like. So on a high level basis, I'll teach, but in terms of end to end, I don't teach because most of our sessions will be covered only on UiPath. Okay, but definitely you will get hands-on on Power Automation as well because as you already know UiPath, only the activity names, the terminologies, activity names are getting different. Remaining everything is same, right?
Got it. Makes sense. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, anyone? Akshay Kumar.
Hi, Raghava. Good morning. Good morning
Okay.
to everyone. I think we spoke already. I have actually the my main purpose was join this session is like to cross skilling in other tools like primarily I mean automation anywhere. So my entire experience in that. So just my question is like out of what you can say out of scope is like are we covering any automation anywhere training in the future or upcoming session?
We already started launching automation anywhere 6 to 7 months before, right, Kumar? I hope.
Naneshwar here, right?
Sorry, Dhaneshwar?
Naneshwar here, I think. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Dhaneshwar. So I'm just asking my team, Kumar,
Okay,
that
okay. Okay.
Yeah, can you repeat again?
we started automation anywhere training also, right? Like long back.
Ah, yes.
But
But yeah, there are no lack of students showing interest because of the demand.
exactly. Right, only very limited opportunities in the market for automation
Yeah.
and Blue Prism. And even when we collaborated with different trainers and vendors from outside, and We launched the same platform. Now, if you observe, almost 45 to 50 members has joined for the demo. Okay.
Yes.
And only just 1 to 2 people are joining for the actual sessions because there is no market for automation anywhere.
Yes. Yes.
That's the reason we stopped for automation anywhere and Blue Prism. We are concentrating on all Microsoft Azure data engineering, UiPath test automation, and Microsoft Power Automation Cloud Desktop and Power BI, Fabric AI, and all.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Hi, Nagalakshmi, Tendi, Pavitra, Pratiksha, Sumant Lanka. Any questions, Shivaji? All right. Then let's connect tomorrow morning at again 8 a.m. IST, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Still, if you have any questions, if you have anything, if you want to, feel free to contact me. So this is my number. Okay. I'll share the notes, everything in the WhatsApp group. If you are not in our group, if you want to contact, if you want to join and receive all updates, please feel free to ping me. I'll get in touch with you if you have any questions. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Let's connect tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Raghu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
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 Thank you,
you.
Raghu.